Hello my friend and welcome to my channel. Today I've got Color Club Over the Moon and we're going to get started with Nailtiques Formula 2 as my base coat, and here is Over the Moon by Color Club, and I'm going to cap my free edge first. This is one of those kinds of polishes that I think it's really necessary so you don't end up with that weird little lump on the end. And then we're going to go in with our first coat. Now, I love these Color Club Hollow Hues polishes. This one's actually getting a little low, which kind of surprised me. And I'm going to be honest, you're not even going to be able to see this later. So, if you want to do this manicure, you can use any color as your base. Hi, Woody. How you doing? Doing pretty good, looks like. Thank you. So I am going to do 2 coats. Like I said, I know you're not even going to be able to see this when I get done. But this is what I did, so I'm sharing it. I am topping it with INM Out the Door. And this is working out pretty well. I have gotten pretty used to using it. I do really like it. I just, you know, I had to find something after the Pro FX, you know, got too hard to find. And here's a swatch photo of Over the Moon on its own. I'll be using Major Digit 08, and I'm going to use this rose image over here in the corner. And I'll be using On the Black by Base's Loaded Lacquer and my Monocle Stamper and Beauty Scraper. Now I ended up making 5 decals because I did all of my nails this way, but I'm only going to show y'all one, I think, because you know, it's kind of redundant because they're done exactly the same. I'm getting all that excess off my stamper with a piece of tape. And I'll also be using Shutout by Base's Loaded Lacquer, as well as Nicole Diary NS12. And we've got Maniology, and this one is called Greenhouse. And the last one is also Nicole Diary, and it's NS06. So I'm just putting little drops out on my mat, and I'm using my little mermaid brush from What's Up Nails, and I'm doing just kind of like some little highlights here and there on the roses with the white. I'm just kind of wisping some of it in there, and to be completely honest, I could have done more highlights on each one, but you know, when you're in the thick of it, you just, you know, you don't want to go too crazy. And now I'm going in with that dark green, and I'm kind of doing like down the stem area of all the leaves, just to add some dimension and just throw some different colors in there. I pictured this one in my head for a while. It had been dancing around up there for quite a bit. And while I'm doing this, I'm just going to tell you why I was thinking about this. I pass a gas station on the way to and from work every day. And now I'm using that dark blue by Nicole Diary. And the gas station has this great big Pepsi mural on the wall. And it has the roses. They're outlined in black. They've got some white on the edge and then blue on the inside. And so that's what sparked this. I'll tell you, I've gotten ideas from Kleenex boxes, y'all. It's just anywhere I look, I can see something and I think, ooh, that'd make a good manicure. So this had been passing for like a month to and from work. And I finally broke down and did it. Now I can say that I wish I'd have gone with a lighter blue, because I think it would have mimicked what I saw on the wall of that gas station much better, and it would have shown up roses a little bit better. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. You'll see in the end with my swatch photo. But you know, that's where the thought of this manicure started, with a gas station. A mural on the wall. How funny is that? So I did get the blue on there, and I'm checking it out. I'm going to flip it over, and it's looking pretty good. And now I'm going to just take that last color, and I'm just going to paint over the back of everything. Kind of brings it all together and pieces it together. And, you know, make it all stick together good. And I can also tell y'all that this manicure, I did the painting of the nails and the decals the night before. I didn't apply the decals the same day as I painted my nails. So before I put them away, I'm going to cover them all up with some of that Wet n Wild Clear. Oh, there it is. And this bottle, this is it for this bottle, y'all. I'm scraping the bottom. I'm twisting it sideways and getting every drop of it out that I can. I've opened up my backup, so we're going to be ready to go with that. And I'll have one more left in my backup drawer for future decals. I know a lot of you say, oh, that's just so much work. Well, you don't have to do 5 decals. You could do one and do one accent nail like this. You don't have to do it like me. So I'm peeling up the decal the very next day, and you can see they're still pliable. And I'm going to trim some of the edges off with my little thread nipper scissors. Love, love, love these little scissors. I loves them. Get that out of my way a little bit. And so that's ready to go on. I'm going to use my Get a Grip from Vibrant Vinyls. You can use anything that's sticky. Any like Orly Bonder, or you can even just use clear nail polish. I just wouldn't use Quick Dry personally. But I'm going to put a coat of that on there. And then we're going to pick up my little decal and figure out which way I want to land that one on the nail. There we go. I'm going to mush it down as well as I can with my fingers. Just kind of make sure it's kind of sticking down and covering the nail good. And then I'm going to go in with my little scissors again, and I'm going to trim off as much excess as I can without trimming my nails. This just helps with cleanup for me. And I'm going to get these little corners. Well, I can't get to that one. Hang on. There we go. Get these little corners off there too. And mush, mush, mush. Make it stick, make it stick. So here we go. Alright, I've got my little dampen dish out here with some acetone. And I believe there's some acetone additive in there. But y'all, this is the messy part. And I understand that this is where a lot of you wouldn't want to do it. Now, I have gotten lucky before and just trimmed my decal down to practically fit the nail perfectly. But I'm not really good at that. And as much work as I put into making the decal, I didn't want to mess it up and make it too short. And like I've told you before, cleanup for me is actually therapeutic. I don't mind it as much as some people do. But you can tell by that paper towel underneath me that I am really getting some mess off. Plus I'm getting it on my other fingers. Yeah, it is a messy job. It's some messy business. But the end manicure is so pretty with all those different colors. And you just don't get that when you do straight stamping. Now you guys know I'll do a lot of straight stamping. Because, you know, it is faster. It is easier. Easier to clean up everything. But every once in a while I want to go all out and have a manicure that's just popping. And for me, this one did that. So I'm doing a lot of cleanup here. Melting, kind of touching the edges of that and melting it down onto the nail a little bit more. But like I said, in the end, the manicure to me is worth it. It's worth all that work. It's worth, you know, doing a 2-day manicure where you work on part of it one day and part of it another day. I'm not happy with the end on that one, so I'm still messing with it. Alrighty, so now that I've got the major cleanup done, I'm going in with my final cleanup with my real cleanup brush. You know, my ride or die cleanup brush. It's more fine-tuned, I guess is what I'm saying. I'm getting up under there and getting out of frame. There we go. I caught it, though. At least I didn't leave y'all out of frame the whole time. And we're just trying to get, because this green and blue, I'm telling y'all, these were probably not the best colors for me to be picking to do something like this. Because I made a mess of it. So there we go. I am going to top it with the Maniology's smudge-free top coat. And once that is completely dry, I'm going to add Poshe top coat. Seal this in so that I can enjoy it for a few days. And you can see a little bit of that over the moon peeking out on the side, but nobody else could see that in real life. Ah, the things us nail junkies do and think. So I'm going to cap my free edge, seal that decal in on that tip pretty good. And there we go. Here's my swatch photo. I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave me a comment down below. I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, be good to yourself.